Athens, Greece, a young man, Demetrius, has a problem.
Please, Hermia, I love you.
No, Demetrius, I love Lysander.
Love is never easy. Let's run away together.
Helena is Hermia's friend. She loves Demetrius.
Demetrius, you know Hermia is running away to the forest with Lysander.
I'm going to follow them.
Well, I'm going to follow you.
In the forest, the fairy king Oberon wants to play a trick on Titania, his queen.
Go and find a magic flower. I'll put the juice in your eyes. It will make you fall in love with the first thing you see. Ha 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 ha.
Oberon sees Demetrius and Helena. He doesn't like the way Demetrius talks to Helena.
Helena, go away. I don't like you. Puck, put this on Demetrius's eyes, so he will fall in love with Helena.
Puck sees Lysander sleeping and thinks it is Demetrius. Lysander wakes up and sees Helena.
Helena, I love you.
He doesn't love Hermia anymore. A group of actors are in the forest practicing their play. Puck plays a trick on them and changes Bottom's head into a donkey's. Naughty Puck.
What's wrong? Hee-haw, hee-haw. Hee-haw, hee-haw.
Titania falls in love with Bottom. Oberon knows Puck put the juice on Lysander, not Demetrius, so he makes Demetrius fall in love with Helena.
Helena, I love you. No, I love Helena.
Lysander and Demetrius want to fight over Helena.
Why does no one love me?
Oberon tells Puck to make a magic fog to put them all to sleep. Puck takes the love spell away from Lysander. Next, Puck gives Bottom his human head again. Oberon takes the love spell away from Titania. In the morning, everybody wakes up.
I love you, Helena.
I love you too, Demetrius.
I love you, Hermia.
I love you too, Lysander.
Nobody remembers what happened. But now everybody is in love with the right person, they decide to go home. Perhaps it was all just a dream.
Many years ago, in Verona, Italy, there were two families.
We are the Capulets.
We are the Montagues. These families are always fighting. The Montagues have a son, Romeo. The Capulets have a daughter, Juliet. One night, the Capulets have a party, and Romeo goes. He meets Juliet, and they fall in love. Juliet's cousin Tybalt sees Romeo and is very angry.
He's a Montague. Get him!
Oh, Romeo! Why are you a Montague? Romeo and Juliet talk and decide to get married. They know that their families will be very angry, so they go to Friar Lawrence and are married in secret. The next day, Tybalt sees Romeo. He is still angry with Romeo and wants to fight him. Romeo doesn't want to fight, but his best friend Mercutio does.
If you won't fight him, I will.
Mercutio fights Tybalt. Tybalt kills Mercutio. Romeo is so upset he fights Tybalt and kills him too. The Prince of Verona is very angry and sends Romeo away. Juliet goes to Friar Lawrence for help.
Here is a special drink. You will sleep for 2 days. Your family will think you are dead, but you will wake up. Then you and Romeo can be free together.
Friar Lawrence sends Romeo a letter to tell him the plan. But Romeo doesn't get the message. He hears that Juliet is dead. Romeo is so upset, he buys some poison and goes to see Juliet.
Now I will stay with you forever.
Too late, Juliet wakes up. She sees what happened. Oh no, you didn't leave any poison for me. But here is your knife. Romeo and Juliet are both dead. Friar Lawrence tells the Capulets and Montagues what happened. They are so sad, they agree not to fight anymore.
War is over, and Leonato is celebrating with a party at his house. Hero is Leonato's daughter. She's in love with Claudio, the brave soldier, home from the war. Hero and Claudio like each other very much. I love you, Hero.
I love you too, Claudio.
Let's get married. Beatrice is Hero's cousin. She likes jokes and laughing at Benedick. Benedick and Beatrice like the same things, but they say they don't like each other.
Oh, Benedick, you're too clever. You annoy me.
Oh, Beatrice, you're too clever. You annoy me.
I'm never going to get married.
Me neither. Don John is also at the party. He doesn't like to see people having fun. He wants to make everyone unhappy. Don John plays a trick on Claudio. He takes Claudio for a walk and they see a man talking romantically to a woman at Hero's window. Claudio, look! Hero is with another man. Claudio thinks the woman is Hero. He is wrong. The woman is really Hero's servant, but his heart is broken. Now it is Hero and Claudio's wedding day, but Claudio says he won't marry Hero. No, I can't marry you. You are in love with another man. Hero is shocked and falls on the floor. Claudio thinks she is dead. Next, Leonato plays a trick on Claudio. Claudio, you must marry my niece. Now Claudio thinks he's going to marry someone he has never met. Leonato's niece, who looks like Hero. But the woman really is Hero. Oh, Hero, you're alive! I'm sorry for what I said. Please marry me. Finally, Beatrice and Benedick know that they are a perfect couple. I love you, Beatrice.
I love you too, Benedick.
Let's get married. The two couples have a double wedding. Everyone is happy. Macbeth and his best friend Banquo are brave soldiers. One day, after a battle, 3 ugly witches come out of the fog.
Macbeth, you will be the new King of Scotland.
Me? The new King of Scotland? Macbeth writes a letter to his wife, Lady Macbeth. He tells her what the witches said.
Yes, if he is the king, I will be the queen.
King Duncan comes for dinner and sleeps at Macbeth's castle. When Duncan is asleep, Lady Macbeth tells Macbeth to kill him. I really want to be king, but I'm very frightened about killing Duncan. He is a good king. Macbeth sees a knife in front of him. He knows it is wrong, but he decides to kill Duncan. I must do this quickly. Duncan is dead, but Macbeth feels bad about killing him.
It's okay. Nobody will know our secret.
Macbeth becomes king. But he is worried that his friend Banquo knows he killed Duncan. He decides that Banquo must die too, and he orders his servant to kill him. I am king, but I am not happy. I feel terrible about killing Duncan and Banquo, and I am worried people will know my secret. Macbeth sees Banquo's ghost in front of him. He's very frightened. He goes to see the witches again. Macbeth asks the witches if he's in danger.
Don't worry, everything will be okay. Yes, everything will be fine.
Macbeth believes the witches, but they were lying. Lady Macbeth is sleepwalking. She wanted to be queen, but now she feels terrible. She understands that it is wrong to kill. An army comes to attack the castle. The people know that Macbeth killed Duncan. The witches said I was safe. They lied to me. Macbeth is dead, and now the people have a good new king. Viola and her twin brother are shipwrecked in an enemy country. Viola thinks her brother is dead. She is alone and needs a job, so she puts on boys' clothes.
My new name is Cesario.
This is Duke Orsino. Viola arrives at his palace and asks for a job. She becomes his messenger. Duke Orsino is in love with Lady Olivia. Cesario, take this message to Lady Olivia. Tell her I love her. Viola is sad because she loves Duke Orsino. This is Lady Olivia. Viola goes to her house.
Duke Orsino loves you. I do not love Duke Orsino.
Viola is worried because Lady Olivia starts to fall in love with Cesario.
What a mess! Duke Orsino loves Olivia, but I love Duke Orsino and Olivia loves me. I can't tell the truth because of my disguise.
Viola wants to tell Duke Orsino that she loves him. But he asks her to go back to Lady Olivia with a jewel. Viola tells Lady Olivia that Duke Orsino still loves her, but Olivia says she loves Cesario.
I'm sorry, I can't marry you.
This is Sebastian, Viola's brother. He is alive. Lady Olivia sees him and thinks that he is Cesario.
Cesario, please will you marry me?
Sebastian doesn't understand, but he thinks Lady Olivia is very beautiful. Yes, okay. Let's get married. Later, Duke Orsino and Viola go to see Lady Olivia. Duke Orsino is surprised when Olivia calls Viola her husband.
Cesario, my husband.
Then Sebastian arrives. Viola sees her brother and is very happy. She tells everyone the truth.
My real name is Viola, and this is my brother Sebastian.
When Duke Orsino sees Viola, he falls in love with her and asks her to marry him. Duke Orsino and Viola are happy. Lady Olivia and Sebastian are happy too. They decide to have a double wedding party to celebrate.
Many years ago, in Denmark, there was a prince called Hamlet. One day, Hamlet's father, the king, dies suddenly, and Hamlet is very sad. After this, Hamlet's mother Gertrude gets married again. Very quickly, she marries her husband's brother, Claudius, and Claudius is now the king.
Oh, how could you do this to me?
One night, Hamlet's friend Horatio tells him that there is a ghost in the castle. It is the ghost of Hamlet's father.
Claudius killed me with poison. Hamlet, you must punish Claudius for me.
Hamlet is confused. He doesn't know if he believes the ghost, and he doesn't know what to do. Hamlet now acts very strangely. He is mean and angry, and he upsets his girlfriend, Ophelia.
Go away! Leave me alone!
Oh, he is so mean! One day, a group of actors come to the castle, and Hamlet makes a plan. He asks the actors to change their play. The new play will show a king poisoned like Hamlet's father.
With this play, I will catch the king.
When Claudius watches the play, he looks very worried and runs away. Hamlet sees him, and he knows the truth. Claudius is very worried about Hamlet now and makes a plan with Ophelia's brother Laertes.
You will fight him, and we will put poison on the sword and in his drink too.
Laertes and Hamlet fight. Laertes cuts Hamlet, but in the fight, Hamlet takes Laertes' sword and cuts him with it too. Here, Hamlet, drink this.
No, thank you, Mother. I'm not thirsty. No, don't! It was him. He poisoned us all.
Finally, Hamlet knows he must stop Claudius.
Have this and this!
All the royal family are now poisoned, and Hamlet tells his friend that there must be a new king.
Goodbye, my prince.
William Shakespeare was born in 1564 in Stratford-upon-Avon in England. His father John was a glove-maker. His mother Mary was a farmer's daughter. He had 2 older sisters, 2 younger sisters, and 3 younger brothers. William probably studied Latin, Greek, and history and left school when he was 14 or 15. 3 years later, he married Anne Hathaway. They had a daughter called Susanna and twins named Judith and Hamnet. Sometime before 1590, he left Stratford and went to London, the capital city of England. London's first theatre opened in 1576. Shakespeare worked in London as an actor and then started writing plays too. In 1593, the plague, a terrible disease, killed thousands of people, and theatres were closed. During this time, William started to write poems instead of plays. His short poems are called sonnets. Shakespeare helped build a new theatre called the Globe. It opened in 1599. It was round and had space for 3,000 people. At the Globe, some people stood in front of the stage and others had seats. The audience shouted, clapped, booed and laughed while they watched plays. Musicians created special noises to make the plays more exciting, and they had a cannon to make big bangs. No women acted in Shakespeare's time. Men and boys played all the parts. Shakespeare wrote comedies with happy endings, like A Midsummer Night's Dream. He wrote tragedies, which had sad endings, like Romeo and Juliet. His history plays are about kings and queens, like Henry V. Shakespeare wrote 38 plays, maybe more. He loved language and invented new words and expressions that we still use today. William became rich and famous. He had houses in London and in Stratford. He died when he was 52, on April the 23rd, 1616. His plays and poetry were very popular 400 years ago, and they are still popular today. People all over the world love his work because he wrote wonderful stories about very interesting people.